question was, do I know Charlie Musselwhite? And yes and no, actually. And I got a great story about Charlie. It's really a major influence on my playing. Charlie, if you're listening to this, I'm Jeff Stone. I'm from South Chicago. My father actually knew your father. And when I was a kid, my father had a laundry route that he had in the area that your father moved to when you guys moved up from Memphis. And so your father was a customer of mine. And so when you came out with your first album, Stand Back on Vanguard, your father was so happy and overjoyed about that he was giving them away, you know, and he gave one away to my father. So my father came home and he said, hey, one of my customers, his son, did this album, and here. So he gave me your album, you know, and I was a kid, you know, and I was playing, I don't know, maybe for 2-3 years at the most at the time. I was about 14 years old. And so I went upstairs, broke out the old silver tone, sat there and listened to that album about 100 times, tried to figure out Cristo Redempto and all the different songs that were on it. And it was like, wow, listen to that, this guy, you know, he's like, you know, you could hear Little Walter and Big Walter and Traces, all that, but it was just different playing, and it kind of pushed me to develop my own style and not be a Little Walter clone like too many harp players that are out there today. So anyway, I'm going to fast forward about 100 years, and I was in California, and I was touring with the Zach Harmon band, and we actually opened a show in West LA for you, for Charlie. So I was so excited about it because I never got a chance to play for you, you know. So I talked to Zach and I was like, you got to let me do a couple of leads because we're opening for Charlie Musselwhite, you know. And he goes, okay. So I wanted to meet you, you know, coming in for the show, so I could tell you this story, because it was only a couple of years after your father had passed away, and you know, my father had passed away earlier, and it was just one of those things that if you ever had the opportunity to tell somebody, that was going to be one of those moments. Well, unfortunately, we went on before you showed up. So I took your manager and I swore him to making sure that he told you the story. And I don't know, you know, if he ever did, but I do remember that when we were sitting against the wall and you were playing and we were all sitting there amazed and all that, you kind of leaned over to me and you gave me a thumbs up. And I'm not sure if that was because you heard the story or you liked my playing or you were just being polite, you know. But anyway, so I'm here at the Hobson farm here in Clarksdale, and I met these incredible people, and they told me that they know you, and I said, well, I kind of got a Charlie Musselwhite story, and so that's why we're doing this, man. So God bless you. Keep doing what you're doing, and thank you for all your playing and all the teaching that you do that you don't even realize you do, because I'm one of those students.
Baby.